Atlanta, mix the with the fan all them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that, gonna do just what I say, pull up, pass the Uber in that race, she so bad, but she said, I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case, I say, Lord, be my savior, when it come to getting this paper, please protect me from my haters, just say me and I won't save her, say amen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Cardinals coming in at 5-0, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 0-5.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Arizona Cardinals. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Roethlisberger will throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be fourth down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. A swing pass caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This is Johnson, and he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 23.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On second down, here's Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kindici in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. from the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of get a look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Maybe the best outcome possible, an incomplete pass, because they had that wide receiver screen sniffed out very, very well. No chance of really getting that one completed, didn't you think?
Yeah, but he's still a little frustrated, shaking his head, but I'm with you. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good, solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. shift together here from the D-line. Offense working with a second and goal now from the... And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers at first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Easy.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The son Reddick in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Easy.
Play action. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Connor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. And James has it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. Now it's Connor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. They go play action now. Roethlisberger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Stafford on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing to Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 9-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. Stafford looks to throw again. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right around the 26. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. pulled in at the 24. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now out come the Steelers. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make the play on the football.
On second down, Dobbs. Got him in. It's Brown. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, Dobbs to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Second down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing. And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance. And he did. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Stafford here. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. On second down, here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football. And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Monday. their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Stafford, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They start with a give to Connor, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing here, Dobbs. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a toss. This is Connor. And he's got some space here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to throw, Dobbs. And Wilson has it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first and 10. Dobbs over the middle, complete. It's James. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Let's round! Let's round! Come on, let's round! Let's round!
Here's Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Toss play, Connor. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The drive will start with Connor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got...
Down to